All right. How we feeling?
Sexy and depressed.
Sexy and depressed. I am here with Joy, Joy. Just like the feeling. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, honey, for inviting me.
Now, Joy is in erotic with me.
Yes.
Very exciting. Now, stage in erotic versus you're doing the nightclubs in drag. What is that like?
Yeah, nightlife. I've been my whole career. I've been being on stage as an artist,
Mhm.
and then when I started doing drag, it's like no more stage. It's only nightclubs and only parties all the time. So coming back to the stage is like I'm feeling my inside again. It's like so nice.
And it must have been a really anxious moment when we brought Joy onto erotic. We were meant to be doing a duet, but what happened?
It's supposed to be as a boy, but then the show is on Fridays too, so I had to wear my clothes or my outfit for work. So I was so scared that Stefan, the producer, told me that I can't be on drag because after that we can be in the show. But they gave me the opportunity to be the second drag queen on the show. I'm not the first, but still the second. And look at this, honey, it's the whole brand.
So we've got on Tuesdays in erotic, we've got Joy being a boy.
As a
And
boy.
on Friday, we've got Joy being a girl. On stage, what's the big difference? Do you feel a real big difference on stage when you're doing that?
It's mostly by the audience because they, as an artist, they used to see the more attractive thing, and when I'm wearing as a drag, everyone is like, "Oh wow, it's a drag on the stage."
Yeah.
And when I'm out of drag, performing out of drag, it's like, "Okay, it's another dude doing a show." I don't know why. It's the same person, it's the same number, it's the same talent. It's just wearing different clothes, but it gets more impact to the people. So I'd rather to do that.
So
If
then
that
do
will
you
get
feel-
money, I will.
Do you feel like more pressure if you're a boy on stage doing the same circus tricks? Is it
Actually.
you've got to point those toes?
Not just the toes.
Yeah.
Yes. People think being as a boy, I have to call the attention.
Yeah.
Being as a drag queen, it calls for itself. Look at this. So
Uh-huh.
I don't have to do much, and people will turn around and see what is happening. But as a boy, it will be like, okay, it's another dude, and like another dude, and another dude. So I had to do something better to call them attention.
Yeah.
It's a little harder, but still, we're working on it.
But you push. So acrobatically, you do a lot of acrobatics in the show, but then outside of performing in Coca Cabaret, I'm seeing a lot of acrobatics sort of everywhere. Have you always been acrobatic?
Okay, it's gonna be a long story. I've been like 15 years of my life as an artist, a dancer, professional dancer. That's my
Okay.
career actually. And since I started working in a nightclub, I started learning pole dance. That I don't consider it as an acrobat. It's just another style of movement.
Wait, so you didn't consider aerial or
Aerial.
aerial? Okay.
Yeah, because it's still a static pole.
Okay, okay.
It's on the ground. It's
Oh,
not on air. The pole
okay,
dance.
yeah.
Yes. So as long as I met this guy, I'm an acrobat.
And why do you say that? Why
It's
do you say
because
that?
I didn't even try it before.
Oh,
when
before meeting me?
Before starting working with you.
Really? Okay.
Because when I was on the school, 10 or 12 years ago,
Yeah.
I started training in the circus, and I did like a month of circus, and also this Chinese, I don't know what its name, it's like a pole but it doesn't move. It's Chinese something. I was trying those things,
Yeah.
as a little boy trying a pole.
Uh-huh.
I think most of
We
you
all
are.
did, yeah.
So that was it.
Yeah.
And then you came to my life, and then you put me in. This guy put me on erotic, to be honest. And now I'm an acrobat. Well, training as one.
So a little backstory is that Erotic hired me for the second season, and I said I will not do it unless Joy is doing that double act with me.
To be honest, he put his hands on the fire for me, and I'm so loyal. So I'm trying to do my best.
And then we had 2 days before the premiere, and then what happened?
This guy get like an injury. Yes, right?
Yeah.
And then I had to I was supposed to do just one number with him. And then he got an injury, so I had to learn the whole fucking show, everything on air, my first time doing it, each one of them. It was crazy, but it was a new experience, and now I want to do more.
First time doing it, and no safety mats.
No
6 meters in the air.
safety daddy always. This show is supposed to be like how do you say, like difícil, like a risky show.
Yeah.
So we don't have safety mat.
Now
And I didn't have the knowledge.
you do outside of performing in erotic. I've seen you do a lot of risky stuff. Now I'm safety daddy. I'm like, there is no safety mats under you in a lot of these venues. There's some queens that I've seen try to copy you, and things have gone very wrong recently. I think a queen
Very wrong.
fell. or
She
something?
fell from the she tried to hang herself by her feet by a bar in the how do you call it, the floor? No, in the rooftop, in the
Yeah.
sink,
The
and then she
bars, yeah.
just fell on the floor.
Boom.
Because sorry, I know it's gonna be on air and it's gonna be a lot of drama out when it goes out.
Uh-oh.
But if you don't train yourself, don't do it though. Because if you're gonna do something, do it right. If you don't
Yeah.
wanna do it right, don't do it.
Exactly.
But it's a lot of amateur people trying to look like a professional,
Uh-huh.
and that's what I got. I mean,
That's
that's
what-
what I got.
It's the lessons that you learn.
Yeah.
Now, in saying that, has there ever been a moment where you've been like, hey, I'm going to do this trick, I'm going to get on that stage and pull this out, and it has just gone absolutely wrong?
Wrong?
Yeah.
Wrong? No. Thanks God. Thanks God. I mean, thanks God. And then knock on wood. Every time I put my eyes somewhere, I am there. When I
Okay.
arrived to this city, I went to La Noche Bar and I
Mhm.
say, I look around. I take a look around and I say, damn, I want to work here. I mean, this place is insane. I do want to work here. And now I'm one of the main stars in this place, you know?
So you came to Puerto Vallarta, you went straight to La Noche, I just guess partying.
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
I was working as a dancer because I
Okay.
started doing drag after the pandemic. But
Ah.
before that,
Oh, that's
I was
recently.
yeah, actually.
Wow.
Actually. But that's because I have a lot of background as a dancer that I just have to change the style, and then it's the same art. I mean, I'll do the same thing out on or in drag.
Yeah.
The only thing is because people get colored by the drag. I mean, it gets more
Uh-huh.
attention. If I have to wear as a three boobies alien, I will. I mean, as soon as people see me and give me money, I will. It's not about drag, it's about art.
It's
Please.
how you put it on the stage.
Exactly.
So if it's that recently, obviously you've had like a dramatic kickoff. I've heard about this competition called the Assassin. Is it
Lip
called?
sync assassin.
Lip Sync Assassin. You've done season 1,
Season 1. I'm the second player from the season 1.
second place season 1, and then they had a season 2, and everyone thought you were going to be.
No, they
in it.
have the revenge.
The Revenge,
Because they have
that's it.
these 5 seasons, and then they took a couple of each one and they put them all together in the revenge version.
And so were you going to be in it? Or
Yeah,
what happened there?
what's about to? This is another tea. I mean, this place is on fire. Sorry. I was about to be on it. I was feeling. It was really really deep to me because I was feeling alone on the competition, on the pressure. You know, I was one day before the premiere. One
Okay.
day before the premiere, and I was feeling alone with no.
Oh, so you were
support.
signed up by this stage.
Yeah,
You were about to
I
do
was
the
about
thing.
to.
Okay.
I spent like almost 25 or 30,000 pesos just on customs to
Wow.
be there.
Okay.
Just on customs. I mean, that's insane. I never spent that even for my birthday. But and that day I was going deep into the blue, if you understand what I mean.
In your head.
In my head.
Inside yourself.
So I
Okay.
was trying to find some compassion from a friend.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna say name. Everyone who knows the thing will know who is it. It came yelling me and screaming to me because I wasn't good with one of the ideas that I was having on the content.
They said that your idea wasn't good.
No, they was trying to give it more. How do you say it? Cuando le das
feedback?
Vintage.
Advantage.
Advantage
Okay.
with people who brings people who buy drinks, you
Uh-huh.
know, who the more crowded play, you know.
Uh-huh.
And I was about to be there just because my talent.
Yes.
So if the people who brings drunk people to the show will get more numbers than me,
Okay.
why are I gonna do that? And I was already in a deep hole.
Because it should be about talent, not about how many people you bring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then I understood that it's TV shows. And TV show is
See.
because we have to bring people.
Well, and if it's at a bar, I guess they're trying to sell those tickets, get those drinks.
Exactly. And I didn't have that people with me, you know. I'm not
Uh-huh.
that guy that goes out and drink with people and have how many friends and inviting them. I mean, I go to my work, I finish my work, and then back
You're
home.
off.
Always. I mean,
Because you don't really drink or
I
party
don't
at all,
drink
right?
alcohol. I don't like party. I don't use champs. I mean, just what Mother Earth give me. You know, 420. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So then being in a nightclub experience, being sober, is that, do you have to make all these boundaries? Is it very, like, there's obviously a lot of drunk people in your face. How is that, being a sober queen?
It's more like mentally hard work
Yeah,
because it's easy if you are in the same mood than everyone, drinking and everyone partying. Okay, let's go. And then when you are not on it, and then someone drunk trying to touch you, trying to hold you, trying like just literally bothering you or interrupting your energy. It's like I have to deal with this every day.
uh-huh.
And I don't want to be a bitch. I mean, I look like a bitch, but I'm not. Sometimes it, yes. But I had to be nice and kind and tell them, get out of my face. And you know, that's it.
But
it's
I don't know
hard
you
because
as
people judge you.
Nice, kind queen. I know you as a sassy queen. So do you ever have, like, when, like, what are your boundaries in drag, and what happens when someone breaks those boundaries? What's your
Like the limit.
your limit?
I mean, I never had this moment like especially on drag.
Okay.
Because as a boy, I also don't like when people come and touching me without my permission because
Okay.
you were in PV. I mean, everyone touch you, everyone trying to hook up with you.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
if I don't give you the permit to do that, it was one experience that I was on the beach wearing a little tiny thong, you know, I wear just all the
Yeah.
time because I like to show my body. I like to wear a thong, and I was on the beach with my friend, and this old white dude came for the back and slapped my ass
Uh-oh.
like the hardest that he can,
Oh.
and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he was like, it's better to say sorry and say excuse me. I don't know whatever you said in English. I don't know how.
Oh,
to say.
it's better to ask for forgiveness than. Oh, I don't have. Yeah, I know the phrase.
You get what it
I
means.
get what you mean.
Yeah, he was like that, and I'm like, what? So if I punch your face, if I just punch your face, so I say sorry. Do I have to say sorry? No, this is because you were like because. So I don't have to wear like that.
Yeah.
Just because you want to slap my ass.
Yeah.
I mean.
So
if
you'll
you
give
do-
it back.
Yeah.
So if you're in a venue though, and someone's hired you, are you the same? Like obviously that's a public beach. Like, are you like, okay, I'm gonna hold myself back from being
If I'm
sassy?
working.
Yeah.
I mean, supposed to hold with that because my work pay me to be
Of
naked
course.
on the street.
Yeah.
But if it's my decision, you better respect
Yeah.
because respect comes from everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So then you've got this drag on stage where you're really away from the people versus in a club where you're really in the people. What's your favorite? Which one would you sort of choose to lean towards? Is it quite even?
It's not even because it's a different energy. It's totally different. I mean, when you are a stage performer,
Yeah.
dancer, acrobat, singer, whatever, when you are on stage in a show where people pay the bill to go watching you, I think it has a more mean than going in a club where people has to get drunk to watch you, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it's a totally different thing. And I know we're used to it. But
Yeah.
I'm a ballet dancer. I come from the stage, you know?
Yeah.
I come for that kind of energy. And I love my work at the bar. I love doing what I do. But I know that the drag queen that goes on a stage and try to talk with drunk people because I have my number. And I always say my friend, they get mad because they just like, why Joy get the same payment than us, and he just do 3 songs.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, dude, when you have my level, you will have your own show, and you don't have to deal with people.
I love it.
Sorry, I mean,
Get on the
I
level.
train myself to get my level, and okay, I tell you, this is my show. Do you like? Okay, but I just do this.
Yeah. So
If you don't have it,
you're in this level now. What's next for Joe? We have these like Drag Race Mexico. We've got Les Mas Draga. Is there anything where you're like, oh, I want to get there?
Viva la Santa.
Our production manager just died.
I know there are these platforms
Yeah.
that everyone wants because I get a lot. And thank you so much for the people who text me on my in social media and telling me that I'm really good. I love it. I know, right? But there's a lot of people telling me you must be a La Mas Draga, you must be a drag race. You have to teach them how drag is or what it means. And I'm like, I don't need to be in a platform to tell me what is my mean. I mean, what is my level or my value. Because you are not in a platform, you are not a drag queen.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, platform doesn't exist in the past. I mean, let's go back to the 90s where the drag queens really were drag queens, where they don't have to look pretty, where they don't have to look expensive, where they don't have to be like really what they are right now. There is just the evolution. I understand the evolution. I mean, we have to grow up every time, but it doesn't mean they have to be like they say it.
That doesn't have to be the goal.
No.
Yeah.
So it's not my goal. My only
then
goal
what is the goal? Yeah.
my only goal is people know my name.
Okay.
Do you know? You watch that movie called Fame? It's a really old one.
Uh-huh.
I mean, maybe from the 80s.
That's the one with the woman in the pool and she's doing this? No? She's like in the
No.
pool and she's
It was like a dance school.
Oh, I think I'm thinking of a totally
Peter
different
one.
movie.
And the main song is I don't sing. I have another skills with my throat that is not singing, but it says. I know I have the church song in my mind right now. Well, but it say make them know your name.
Okay.
That's my goal. I don't need to be in a platform to tell you. Yeah, of course I need it because it's exposure, but it's not just that platform.
So
There
you
are
want to
many
stand out. You want people to know your name. Is that like you've got this very signature look about you? You've got the scar down the eye. You always have this lip thing. Is this like a so I stand out as the J?
I want to stand out with it first because when I start to do that, people start to make jokes about me.
Okay.
Why do you have that? Do you why do you have a pain there, or do you show to look just pretty?
Mm-hmm.
You know, for example, I don't like to wearing contacts. Well, I used to wear yellows with this outfit, but no, I don't find it. I'm finding today. But I don't like to wear contacts because if you don't wear a contacts or you don't wear a nails, you are not a drag queen.
Contacts too.
Contacts.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, dude, there are a lot of people with brown eyes.
Yeah.
What is not a drag queen because she has a brown eyes?
I've never heard that.
Because you're not a drag queen.
Well, is that also like a Mexico thing as well, or?
If I can say, I want to say yes. It's just Mexican
brown eyes
culture.
like that. That's for me. My mind goes. That's like a race thing.
It's
like
a race thing because when I don't wear them, where I'm on the dressing room and there's one other drag queen that she doesn't have white eyes because they used to wear white, like this kind of white gray thing. She is like, oh, you look so much Latina tonight.
Also, it's like a bit of a
So
racism
it's a racist
in
thing.
the
And I'm
drag
like,
world.
so being a Latin is a bad thing?
Yeah.
So because I have brown eyes and I want to work with my brown eyes, I am not in the place and I'm not what you think that I am.
Yeah.
So because I don't have nails, I cannot be a drag queen.
Interesting.
It's a great thing. I mean, it's like a religion, you know?
Yeah.
I grow, like my whole life I grew in a religion. And then I decided to go out from that because they are just like that. Everything as they want it, everything as they say it, everything what they believe. If you don't believe like them, you are not part of the community.
So
if I don't know
push
about
through the
charity, you
boundaries.
are not about Britney, if I'm not about Beyonce, I'm not part of the drag community. Dude, who says that?
It's so open. It's forever changing.
I mean, diversity is the first word on our flag.
it's the first word.
Word. Diversity.
What do you mean? Oh, diverse. Oh, wow. You
because
know
we
the
are
things. I should know those things.
the
You mean the different colors meaning the different
a
things?
different color mean many
Yeah.
things, to be
Wow,
honest.
I'm impressed that you know the
Because
the things of the
it's not about drag. It's about
what is it?
culture.
Okay,
It's about art.
rainbow flag here. We've got at the top.
I think it's gays, lesbian, bisexual, transsexual, and to be honest, I don't know now because I have many letters and plus and signs that I don't know right now.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't come just because gay people. It comes from the interiority. That means
Yeah.
Mother Earth.
Yeah.
We have the 7 colors in our body, and when we line them, we can open our doors and be an spiritual.
It's all mushed. All the
Yeah.
gender, all the sexuality.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Everything together.
Can I ask on that gender and sexuality? I hear a lot of drag queens will say to me, "Well, this is just the costume. It has nothing to do with my sexuality, has nothing to do with my gender." But in my mind, I'm like, well, there's many things that we can dress up as. So for you, what is that? Like, is there a little bit of a twist in your sexuality, gender with it?
It's very nice that you said that because there are many ways to dress.
Mm.
That's true. And I always say to my mom, if I had to dress as an alien, as a puppy, as whatever I had to dress, I will wear as long as I get paid.
Okay.
But the I look like this doesn't mean that I want to be a woman. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I passed by my transition
Yeah.
when I was young, and I decided that I don't need to be a woman. I mean,
Oh, so you had like a moment where you
yeah, but
kind
my
of-
40s, I mean, no, 14.
14s.
40s.
14s.
Dang, I don't look like I'm not that old.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Okay,
not-
so when you were like a young teenager, you kind of questioned it
Yeah,
a little bit.
But then again, this is my reality, it's not
Mhm.
other people's reality.
Of course.
Everyone has a different way to
Yeah.
grow up. But when I was young, I was 14, I was trying to get to being a woman because I felt like a woman.
Yeah.
And then I saw all these trans people who people find them dead or in a river or like in the motel
Uh-huh.
dead. So I said, I don't want that future for me.
Wow, but then does that like for me like does that mean that is there something that you're suppressing at all because of fear?
It's because where I come from,
Yeah.
you are not allowed. Where I know right now, I have a lot of years without, out of my country,
Yeah.
but you wasn't allowed to be that kind of person,
Yeah.
like a trans person. And if you do it, you have to do it right.
Yeah.
You have to look like a woman because if you look like something in the middle, you will. They don't want you.
Yeah.
They don't want you.
So then inkling, mind you can always say stop if I'm prying too far.
Honey.
We're now living in this world where we've got a lot of trans people on media, on TV shows, winning awards. So it's still obviously a dangerous place, but it's more safe, and we're in Zona Romantica. Is there a little part of you that goes, hey, if I did feel safe and secure and don't have that fear, would I...
I do not feel like that.
You don't feel safe and secure?
I'm that kind of person that I don't go out of my house on drag.
Really?
I literally close the door of my house with the helmet on it, and I go come with my bag, and I get dressed up in the place where I'm gonna work.
Yeah.
And before to go out, I get everything out, and I go out as a boy.
And because you've heard stories here of things
No,
happening,
it's
or
because just
it's just
experience.
experience.
It's because
Okay.
being who I am, I get a lot of attention. A lot of people who doesn't like. A lot of people who likes. That's
Yeah.
true. But a lot of people who don't like. I know we are gay and we are in Zona Romantica where gay people is.
Yeah.
But if you walk 2 more blocks over there, there is the real people who are from here, and they don't like us.
Yeah.
They don't like to see travestis on the street because their child wants to be a travesti.
Okay.
And I know people say it doesn't happen in Zona Romantica because you don't live here or because you just live this kind of reality. But I like to live the real, raw reality.
And so then you say people from here. I know only from watching a TV show, a small little bit about, I'm probably going to say the name wrong, Muxes?
Mushes.
So that's part of the Mexican culture,
It
right?
is, but it's
Can you
actually
tell me a little
that.
bit about that?
I'm not a Mexican, just to say it,
Okay.
but I love culture, so I really learn about it. And the mushi is this person who doesn't find themselves not even in the middle, but they are not a man or they are not a woman. They are a spiritual person or
Okay.
human being,
Yeah.
and they accept it as not as a trans person, as a mushe.
As Musha, which is
I'm
like
not sure which
kind of like a
the meaning-
non-binary, gender fluid in
Exactly.
the umbrella of these things.
Yeah, I think they exist in different cultures in different countries. I don't know really the names,
Yeah.
but there are other countries where you can be not a man and not even a woman, but you can be. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not. I wasn't prepared for this.
No, it's
So,
okay.
I
but-
didn't read about it, but next time I will.
yeah.
But yes, it's the acceptation is a word.
Acceptance?
Is that the acceptance of
accepted?
the trans people as we see
Yeah.
it, because most of this non-binary, queer, trans, there are words from white people. Sorry that I say that, but there are words from white people because these kind of humans exist in
Mhm.
another cultures, and we call it in different ways,
So many different ways.
so
Yeah.
different ways. But white people don't read,
I'm
so
assuming
they don't
have
want
this
to
in
even.
Ecuador as well, right?
Thinking about it, not sure.
Not
I'm
sure.
Not sure because when I was living there, I was so into my religion,
Wow.
so that I wasn't watching over my nose.
Yeah.
It's just what they say. This is what the Bible says. This is what the pastor says. So you have to do everything what they say, and whatever is outside doesn't exist.
And do
I'm
you
telling
know,
you how to you have to live.
do you know any, like, do you have any friends like that are trans or gender non-conforming over that way?
Like right now.
Yeah. Or that you knew?
In Ecuador, I don't know, not sure.
Oh, here?
I mean, my best friend is a gender fluid person,
Okay.
even if he found himself as a cisgender gay, but he wears heels and dresses and things like that, so he's not a cisgender person. He is a gender fluid, not a queer, not a non-binary, just gender fluid person.
Yeah.
And he don't have a lot of trans friends. I mean, I didn't have a connection with a trans boy before, and being here, I met a couple of them, and it's like another different thing because when I see them, it's like I see a guy, a man, a boy. I mean, just like you,
Mhm.
and then they tell like they have a vagina, and sorry, I can say that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, and they tell that they have a vagina. I'm like, okay, if he's a boy, how he has a vagina? He's a trans person, true. Or I have a trans girl's friends, and they talk about they want to fuck a guy, and I'm like, you're a woman. How are you gonna? You are not. Like I mean, you doesn't born as a woman.
Yeah.
In my mind, there are men's and women's. They are not a trans person. They are not. They don't have the genitals. Doesn't mean nothing to me, to be honest.
There's
It's
so
about the
many
person.
different pathways and
It's a lot
ways
of
we
things.
can go. I think I know who you're talking about, and I want to say hands down, they are one of the hottest trans men I have seen in my life dancing in the clubs around Puerto Vallarta. I'm not going to name names, but damn, that
He's
boy.
sexy. He's
He's a
sexy.
sexy
I know who's
boy.
that.
Yeah.
Actually, that's what I'm talking about. He is like the one of the most sexy guys here, and I cannot believe that he's a trans person. I don't even need to think about it. I mean, it comes to my mind when someone say it, but if I have to think about this person, I think, okay, that guy is a man. He's not. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of genitals they have.
Okay, so we talked about gender. Have you ever messed a little bit with sexuality in drag? Like actually having
Having sex with guys.
Yeah, having sex with
Of
guys in
course, I love
drags.
mayates.
Okay, mayates?
Mayates?
What's that word? Why that word?
Please don't hate me. Okay, mayates is those guys that they are straight guys,
Mhm.
but they're still like the femininity of a man dressing as a
Yeah,
woman. So
yeah.
they're even talking with them. That's another thing that opened my mind when I came to PV because I didn't know this exists. It will be like bisexuals, but they don't like men. I mean,
Yeah.
but I'm a man dressing as a woman, but that's because they like femininity. It's
Mm.
not because you are a man dressing as a woman. It's because you are feminine.
Interesting. It's like I've actually never heard someone give that a name because I've heard of a lot of like trans people and gender non-conforming people, but I've never heard of a name where it's like I'm a straight guy, but I'm into femininity, what is that? Because people go, it's bisexual. But I'm like,
How do you say it in English?
What is
I mean,
that
I know
word?
in Spanish, in Mexico, at least in Mexico, you call them mayates.
Mayates.
I don't know how you call it somewhere else. How would you call someone like that?
I don't know if there's actually a name.
So now the community gonna find another word to put that kind of person. So
Por
you have to
favor,
learn
please, I wanna
another
know this
shit.
name, yeah.
No, you don't have to put.
LGBTQT.
You don't have to put that people in the box just because why they like sexually, like in the sex.
Yeah.
I mean, does it has more meaning than being just a person?
Mm.
I mean, just because I don't like men's, but I like feminine in the men, it's less human or less person than the one who just like women.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's
So
like-
why we have to create a word to put them in a box? Let them be just they want. As long as I have them dick, I don't care.
Maybe not a hard box, because I mean sometimes boxes can be a way that people find their other community, but maybe a soft box where it's, yeah, I like this stuff, but it fades out and we go different places. Does that make sense?
It does mean saying I don't think that we need it, but it's easy for people to understand. Well, okay, let's
Yeah.
do it. Because for example, this talking about ages, I don't know what it means, like the they them people, and so much people get
Ayes, you say?
ages. Ages is like in
Ayes,
Spanish
they,
way
them.
to
Okay.
say they and them.
Ayes.
Ages. It's not ellas. It's not ellos. It's ages.
Ayes.
So people get mad when they don't call them ages.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, dude, if I'm talking with a 16 years guy who doesn't find themselves a boy or a girl and they call themselves ages, and they get mad because I don't tell them like the right pronoun,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, fuck you, dude. I don't have to learn what you're learning. I mean, I have 20 years more than you, and I've been learning a lot of shit. So I don't wanna change my mind just because you
Yeah.
you know, we don't need it. We don't need it. You can be whatever. Barbie promo, it says, be whatever you want to be a Barbie girl, you know?
Yeah.
It's in Spanish. Sé lo que quieras ser, sé una Barbie girl. I don't know how to say it in English.
So you're anti-box, anti
Yeah, I'm the most...
learning about new letters.
how do you say? Homophobic, racist, feminist, machist, like, I mean, everything together in a
She's
gay person.
not afraid to say it.
Not afraid because I don't like those boxes. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone can fight for whatever they
Yeah,
want. Why do you have to be like that
In the box.
in a box? It's the only thing I go contra. I mean, I go in the other way from the society
Yeah.
because that's what society tell us to be, and I don't want to be that.
You don't want to be a box.
No,
You want to be
I want to be a toy.
bondage, toy.
I want to be a sex toy. That's what I want to be.
Uh-huh.
So.
All right, so Joey, usually I do this thing called rapid fire questions, which means I just send you a whole bunch of questions and you just got to answer them pretty quickly. However, you're a drag queen. We're in Puerto Vallarta. I wanted to get a little tea. I wanted to hopefully bring in some shade. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do slay or fix that queen. So the first one, I'm going to say who is slaying it. I'm going to say the best something, and you're going to say that queen in Puerto Vallarta is slaying it.
Okay. You're going to be shade.
Yes.
Okay.
So Puerto Vallarta, slaying it. Who's got the best hair?
The best hair, I mean wig.
Wigs.
I'm gonna say Ariel the top.
Ariel,
That's my
the
favorite
top.
wigs. I mean, sorry, honey.
Okay, best makeup.
Makeup. Damn. Well, one of my favorites because he has a lot of different ideas and always changing is Barbiana Storm. Is that her name? It's not not many people know her, but she's so conceptual. So Sunday is red, she's pink, she's white, she's orange. Like, I mean, she just changed.
Kind of like
She
queer
has a-
boy.
No, the queer boy. I mean, a queer character.
Okay, okay.
So sometimes it's a boy, sometimes it's a girl, sometimes it's something.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. Yeah, exactly.
All right, best costumes.
Who girl? That's another thing because for some people they have to look expensive to do the best costume. But for me, it has to have your name on it.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna say that, I would say maybe Pelayo.
Pelayo, the recent
Because
winner.
she knows, yeah,
The recent winner
We were
of the
talking about-
Revenge.
yeah, exactly.
Yes. And personality, best personality. in
Best
drag.
personality. All of them are a bitch. I mean, can I call myself?
Yeah, why not?
That's it.
Let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna flip the script on you, and I'm gonna say, "Fix it, Queen.
Fix it.
Fix it." Okay, so who has got the hair that they just need to fix?
Ooh. Of course. But after me, it has to be say the name.
Say the name.
Can I say a couple?
No, just one. Just
As
one
long as
cheeky
it's
one.
not me, I'm good.
As long as it's not Tia Gloria. Yeah. Yeah. Fix it. I love my sister, but maybe Drag Chronos need to like work on it.
Okay. Okay, so fix it, Queen. Fix that makeup.
Ooh, there are a bunch of them. I don't have.
We need one. We just want one.
We just need one. God, forgive me for this. My sister Holly the Grial, because sorry, she wants to look like a zombie, but she really looks like a zombie.
Okay, fix it, Queen. Costumes.
I don't know, because usually they spend a lot of money on costume, because I'm telling you, if you don't look expensive, you are not a drag queen. So most of them look expensive. I mean, if they look cheap, no, I don't want to say that name.
You got it. Say it. Do it.
I don't want to bring it to the table. I don't want to bring it to the table because she doesn't have a spot. She doesn't have a spot, and I don't want to.
She
give
doesn't
it
have a
her.
spot. Okay, we're moving on to the last one, the shadiest
Okay.
question of all. Fix it, Queen. Personality.
Personality.
Yeah.
That means I have a double one or a triple one.
It means that maybe you're not so nice. Maybe you need to fix it. Maybe you need to be.
I don't want to say a name, but I want to say where it works, and it works at Cece's Louder.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Joy, for being on the show with
Thank
me.
you, my love. I love it.
This is What a Stud, where we talk about gay culture, all things PV that happen here, and all the other cheeky stuff. All right, so Joey, I usually do this thing called rapid fire. I'm gonna start that again.
That mouth.
I
I
know
mean,
that. Blah, 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 blah.
yeah, me too. Can I use that term? I mean, one of my favorite things is eating in the face.
Okay, pow.